Hey, what's up, guys? This is Kaufman is Alive YouTube channel. I look at comic books new and old. Today I'm looking at all the new comic books I got at the comic book shop today. Hope you guys are having a good day, and thanks for clicking on the video. I post daily comic book reviews, so go check out my channel, and thanks for subscribing if you haven't already. First comic I got was the only DC book I'm currently picking up, besides Titans, is this Absolute Power miniseries, this big crossover event. Written by Mark Waid, and Dan Moore is on the artwork. He's on the cover here. I really like this cover, uh, showing us what's going to be happening in the book. Really like that. We got Superman here in his alternate black costume, which is pretty cool. Always like that costume. Some real nice rendering too here on this cover here. Don't know who this is. I have a feeling, I have an idea it could possibly be the Superboy Cyborg, or the Superman Cyborg, I guess, the son of Superman. We'll get into the issue here. I haven't looked at any of these comic books yet today, so I'm just flipping through them for the first time. You're seeing them with me for the first time. Resistance is the name of this. Looks like the pages don't quite line up here. But I like the first issue of Absolute Power, and Dan Moore's art was really good. Really like this Superman costume again. I love the way he draws Batman, really all the heroes. Love his Wonder Woman. So it looks like we got the Justice Society here teaming up with the Titans and the Justice League, Batman, Superman, everyone's involved here. Amanda Waller has basically framed all of the superheroes in DC, and they took over the son of Kal-El here, and yeah, it looks like they've turned him into a cyborg. So this looks like a pretty awesome issue, honestly. Can't wait to read it. Haven't seen too many ads either. Yeah, I don't see any ads in this book, so kind of takes me back to those old school crossovers, DC, where there's just no ads throughout the pages. I love seeing that. This is a $4.99 book. We'll look through the image books I got here. I got two Spawn titles, Gunslinger and Scorched. Gunslinger 34, Scorched number 32. I've collected every issue of both these series so far, so I'm trying to get full runs on them. John Layman is the writer here. Steven Segovia is the artist. They've been the team throughout this entire series so far. We got Overkill here. Splash page. Scorch have basically been completely beaten the past few issues, and She-Spawn seemed to have turned to Jason Wynn onto his team. Although I kind of feel like that was just some subterfuge, but probably find out in this issue. She's been chased by this villain from her past named Bishop as well. And Medieval Spawn's alter ego, Mark Rosen, since they've all lost their powers, he can't turn into Medieval Spawn, so he's relying on his just tactics and hand-to-hand combat as a human. Got Haunt here. Pretty cool drawing there. Brutal splash page here. Haunt. Looks like he's had enough of Jessica Priest. Check out some Gunslinger here. McFarlane is the writer. Carlo Barberi is the artist. Pretty awesome splash page here to open up. I like the Gunslinger's mask, how it is altered from the original Spawn mask. He's got some barrels pointing at him here. I feel like they've moved these news reports over into Gunslinger specifically. I haven't seen them in some of the other books recently, so Have to go back and look at that. I really don't think they're putting them in the new Spawn. I think they've just moved them over to Gunslinger, which is kind of interesting. I feel like this series fell off a little bit once they kind of switched their artist. I like Carlo Barberi's art though. He was the Spawn artist before this. Now he's on Gunslinger, and Brett Booth was on Gunslinger. Now he's on Spawn. And the story kind of took a dip as well. He lost his powers. He started just traveling the roads. He's looking for the guys who killed his sister. So he's just been basically beating up all these like random, like just, you know, robbers and murderers and stuff on the side of the road and stuff. Looks like we got an angel showing up here though, so have to check out that issue later. Then I'll check out the Marvel books here. I got Ultimate Black Panther number 7. I just put a review out yesterday of the first issue of Black Panther, so go check that out if you haven't yet. I really liked this cover. I'm not sure actually who it is. Is it? I don't know. I don't know who the cover artist is. I can't tell by the signature. And Brian Hill and Stefano Caselli is the team on here, writer and artist. Of course, Storm, Killmonger, and all up in this book. Ra and Khonshu make up Moon Knight, so they're members of the Makers Council. Really enjoyed the art in this book. It's got kind of a, you know, a futuristic feel to it, but really nice line work as well. And the colors really pop on this book as well. So I'm not too sure what's going on right here. Have to go back and read this one. I also got Venom War number 1 of 5. This is the Al Ewing, Iban Coelho, big Venom crossover. If you haven't been following Venom, I don't think I could make a video that could explain really what's going on. It's pretty confusing. Venom's lost in the time stream. Eddie Brock and Dylan both were killed, and you know, in this like afterlife reality, trying to find their way back through this like Venom hand. It's been totally insane. Bedlam is like this version of Eddie Brock. There's all these different futuristic versions of Eddie Brock. And it looks like we got Team Eddie and Team Dylan here, so. And the Venom symbiote and Spider-Man are undeclared, apparently, so. This looks like pretty fun, honestly. Wasn't sure what to expect here. We got Spider-Man coming back in the black costume. I'd seen that was going to happen in some of the solicits, so. The symbiote trying to figure out exactly who he wants to bond with, I suppose. Pretty awesome pages here. I think we got multiple artists on this book. It's a longer book. $5.99 cover price as well. So we got Dylan Brock here being confronted by a future Venom, Eddie Brock, Null, I don't know, Codex, I don't know who this is. There's so many different variants of Eddie and Dylan and Venom. We get a future Dylan, which showed up at the end of the last Venom issue, looking a lot like Cable. Why do all these future guys look the same? Got Toxin here showing up. Looks like Eddie's doing some pro wrestling, maybe. I don't know what is going on here. He's got him in the Boston Crab, sit out power bomb. We got Carlton Drake here, who was the villain from the first Venom movie, if you remember. He works for Alchemax. I really like this Flexo character that Al Ewing introduced into the Venom series. He's like this World War II era symbiote, basically, that the government had gotten a hold of one of the symbiotes back during World War II days, and he was basically on ice for like 50 years and got broken out. Pretty interesting concept, I feel. So yeah, Venom War #1. Cool cover. I like this cover too. I got the main cover, cover A. Speaking of covers, we got Uncanny X-Men #1. This is the new Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone. David Marquez is on the interior arts, and I got the Andy Kubert cover. Classic X-Men artist from the 90s, drawing the classic team here. I was looking for the Scott Koblish gatefold cover that has all the characters on it. I didn't see it at the shop though. I have to maybe hit up eBay or something and order that online, but great cover here. Looking forward to seeing what direction they're taking the X-Men. Got this new villain here, Dr. Ellis. I'm assuming she's a human. Looks like they've gotten control of the X-Mansion, Cerebro. Probably finding out all the secrets of the X-Men. And they've got Prisoner X here, who we're going to find out who that is. Rogue and Gambit, Wolverine. 3 of my favorite X-Men, so this is a good-looking team. I like that Rogue face there. This looks like they're Dragon Ball Z crossover, maybe? I don't know. We'll flip through some pages